Hello, I am Krishnamurthy Pammi. In this video, we are going to learn what is a risk, what are stakeholders' risk tolerance levels and their conceptual depth, what are the dimensions of risks, and finally, what are the objectives of risk management. What is a risk? A risk is an uncertain event or condition towards future that, if it occurs, can create the possibility of either negative or positive outcome on the project objectives. That is, it can be either on project scope, schedule, cost, quality, risk and resources. Yes, risk can create either negative outcome or positive outcome. Let us understand this concept using an example now. Let us suppose we are undertaking a fixed bid project where we agreed to complete the project within 12 months and the fee awarded for the fixed bid project is $500,000. Let us suppose in reality, in future, if our project is able to complete in 13 months, that means there is a delay of 1 month, then the contract says we will only be paid $400,000 as against the agreed fees of $500,000. That means there is a cut or there is a fine of $100,000. So we are being paid less. So it is a negative outcome to the project. So it is a threat to us. Similarly, if the project can be completed within, let's say, 16 months, okay, that means we will be paid only $300,000. It is also written in the contract. So the contract says that if you deliver the project late, okay, you will be paid less. So this is what is the negative outcome. These negative outcomes are called the threats also. On contrary, if we can complete the project early in the game, that means if we can complete the project within 11 months, then there is a bonus to us. We will be paid $700,000 as against the agreed period of $500,000. That means there is more money of $200,000 as bonus given to us. It's a reward to us. So it's a positive risk. Okay. Similarly, if we can complete the project within 10 months, we'll be paid $900,000 as against $500,000. That means there is a extra amount bonus or reward of $400,000 for delivering the project 2 months early than agreed stated period up to the satisfaction of stakeholders. Okay, so risk can be either positive or it can be negative. If there is a negative outcome, these are called threats. If there is a positive outcome, these are called opportunities. Not taking a risk is also a risk. Yes, using historical experiences, let us understand this fact. Bajaj Auto Limited, it used to have a market share of up to 90%. Till early 1990s, Indian middle class families used to feel pride in owning a Bajaj scooter at their home. Such is the passion. They used to pre-book the scooters and they used to wait up to 3 months to receive their scooter to their home. But Bajaj, they could not foresee the risk of losing its market share because of the onset of the motorbikes. Because of it, its market share fell down drastically from 90% to almost 5% in early 2000s. So is the case with Nokia touch phones. Okay, Nokia used to have a market share up to 60% in early 2000s. By the time we came to 2010s, okay, its market share fell down because of the onset of smartphones. Nokia did not prepare well to address the risk of the onset of smartphones. Thus, not having a risk is also a risk. So, everybody takes risk based on their risk attitudes. Stakeholder risk attitudes can be described using 3 levels. The first one is appetite level, second one is acceptable level, and third one is threshold level. Appetite level is also called risk hungriness. it is the degree each stakeholder or an enterprise want to take a risk in anticipation of reward. Let us suppose a startup company wanted to invest 100,000 US dollars in a year in anticipation of some benefit of profit. Okay, let us suppose that it invested $100,000, but there's a need to invest more because the context is such that they need to invest more. So it is an acceptable level. That means up to 200,000 US dollars, they can withstand the risk. Okay, now the context or the change is such that they can't come back, but they have a hope that if they invest more, they can get more profit. So they say, okay, threshold level is 300,000 US dollars. Beyond 300,000 US dollars, I cannot accept the risk. That means 300,000 US dollars is my threshold level, beyond which I can't undertake the risk of performing this project. So using appetite level or acceptable level or threshold level, stakeholder attitudes can best be described. Risk has got two dimensions. One is probability, another is impact. Probability means how frequently a risk can recur. Impact means what is the net effect of that risk on the expected outcomes of the project. Now, we have taken an employee's context in a specific city. Okay, the probability of road accidents in that city is very high. If it occurs, it has high impact towards employee's family. Similarly, an employee late to the office in that city for that specific employee is very high. Probably he spends more time and he stays late in the night from the office. That's why he coming to the office late may be high in probability, but its net effect on his outcome is very less. So impact is low, probability is high. Similarly, office getting closed due to bandh is very low in that city, and its impact on employee's outcome is also very low because he is not doing anything wrong. Because there is a bandh, he could not reach the office. So the organization understands it. Similarly, an earthquake, its probability is very low in that city, but if it occurs, it has got very high impact. Thus, risk can be described through impact and probability dimensions. Let us now understand the objectives of risk management. We wanted to manage the risks in such a way that positive risks are kept here. That means their probability is high and their positive impact is high. We want to manage the negative risk in such a way that their probability is low and their negative impact is low. Thus, the risk management has got two objectives. Number one is to increase the probability and impact of positive risks or events, and to decrease the probability and impact of negative risks and events. Finally, risk always points to future. It is futuristic. Once the forecasted risk occurs, it becomes an issue. So, risk is futuristic and issue occurs either in present or in the past. I thank your interest to learn, and I look forward to add more value add sessions in future. Thank you.